Good morning on this very cold, chilly, but very lovely Saturday, the 1st of February 2025. I hope everyone's doing and being well out there, as well as possible in the current climate. And I just wanted to share a story from yesterday, or maybe the day before, where I had a catch up with a really cool human being that is within my network. And we were talking about what's going on in the US at the moment, what's going on in the world around the sort of this woke attack on anything progressive, or I would call it human and connecting, but some call it woke. And the sort of the rollback on DEI, etc. And I wanted to bring it into sharp focus, because I'm not going to go into macro politics as much as I can, but I want to bring it really close to home to your life, my life, and our work organisations as they exist today. So the discussion we were having around meritocracy and the person that's got the best grades and experience should be the person that gets the job. In an ideal world, yes. But we were discussing the fact that in a recruitment process that this friend of mine is going through at the moment within their organisation, they're only getting candidates that are young white men coming through the system. And they were saying that it's really bizarre to them, but surely these people therefore must have the best grades and be best for the job. And I asked a question, very simple question. To what extent are the recruitment team, the HR team, the executive team actively looking for diverse slates of candidates for the role? And the wonderful person in my life turned around and said, that's a really fair challenge. Quote, that's a really fair challenge. And again, that's not my idea. I'm not an expert in diverse slates. It's just something I've learned from my incredibly diverse global network, that if we want to change the system and get more diversity coming into our organisations, we've got to ask for it. We've got to demand it. We've got to demand better. We've got to demand diversity of perspectives, diversity of background, diversity of applicant. If we don't demand it, if we don't design for it, we're never going to get it. And then it was just a beautiful conversation, and it just reminded me of the intentionality that's required of design. And I just look at the amazing work of the Possible Futures crew and what they're doing around their learning journeys. Just incredibly intentionally designed. I look at the work at incredible partners at WorldBlu, the work that Tracy Fenton's doing and the team around intentionally designing organisations so that it allows for more freedom of expression, higher performance, more impact. If we're not designing for the things we want, why would we get the things that we say that we want? So this idea, this myth of meritocracy is just a myth, because whilst yes, some people will be the right people for the job, if we're not asking and designing for change, if we're not asking and designing for high performance, if we're not asking and designing to break down barriers, to allow everybody to truly have a chance to thrive, we just get more of the same. And more of the same is binary, boring, repetitive, doesn't change anything, and ultimately will probably take us off the end of a cliff in the end. So designing intentionally, being inclusive, celebrating diversity. This is not about an ideology. This is about good business. It's about high performance. And there's a billion reports online that will back this up. So next time you're having a conversation within your organisation, or you're wondering if meritocracy is really valid, if meritocracy is true within your context, have a look at some of your systems and processes. See if it's transparent, see if it's about decentralizing power, see if it's about people having real choice, and see if it's about uplifting everybody and not just somebody. That's my reflection this morning. Take care.